Okay, so as you can see, you want to get another video on creating links within a web page. When you click on a link, it takes you to a particular section of the same web page. So creating links within a web page. Okay, so let's launch our editor. So I use the Sublime. You can use any of the text areas. Okay, so I want to create a new one, and then the new one, we are working with HTML, so we need to make sure we are on the HTML extension. So you come here, then HTML, then you press tab. When you press the tab key, it gives you the structure. So that's the structure for you. All right, so we need to get some, so let's get a title. So creating links. All right, so when you come to the body, I want a heading. So creating links within a page. Creating links within a page. Okay, so now let's get the page itself. So I want to get some text. So use the preserver to generate some text. So when you generate the text will be as it is. So use the lorem to generate some text. So I want to get a lot of these ones, so I want to copy it and paste it repeatedly, but then I want to use these two. I want a line and I want a line break, a horizontal line and a line break. So I want to paste that which I have copied, and again I want the horizontal line and I want the line break. I want the line break, and I paste it here. Okay, so we have this. Okay, and so another line break. So we want to insert images too as well, images, and so use the img tag to insert the image. So the src it's talking about the source. So I come here, I have some images here, so I'm gonna use them. So I have these images, so I just want to use this one. So I just come to rename, and then I copy everything. I highlight and I copy. I don't want to make any mistake, so I just copy the same thing. I paste it here, and I come here. I come to the next image. I just click on it as if I want to rename. Highlight everything, copy. Come here, and you come here, and then you repeat the img tag, and then you paste it inside there, and then img. Then I'm going to get the other name for the other picture. So I'll rename, highlight all and copy, and then I'll paste it here, and then img again. Then I get another picture which is paint 2. Come to rename, Control A, copy, and then come paste it there. And the last one, if I am not making a mistake, img. Then you come here, get image, rename it, highlight and copy, and then alright, so let's save this and then see. So you go to file, save as. I have a folder here, so I want to save it in my links folder. It's already img, so I just say links, it's already in the HTML file. It's already in the HTML file, so I don't need to specify again. Then I save. Okay, so I go to that folder. It's here. Yeah, it has been saved here. So I want to open it. Just double click to open. So this is the website we got. This is the website. The spacing here is because of the BRR. That's the break line. That's the line break and others. And then the lines there are the horizontal. And so these are the pictures. These are the pictures and others. So this is how the website looks like with the beautiful ones. See this one? Yes. So this is how the website looks like. I see the place is appetizing. Wish you are eating, right? Yes, that's the work of graphic design. Another appetizing picture. This is Uachi. Okay, so now let's get back and then reduce the pictures. So if you want to reduce the pictures, you just kind of say width. I want to give it 500 pixels, and maybe the height. I can decide to maybe the height. Maybe the height I give it 350 pixels. So I want to copy this and put it and paste it in all the images so that we can have the sizes reduce. Alright, and if you save that and you come back to your web page and refresh, it should reduce the sizes of the images for you. And now you see that reduce the size of the images for you. Okay, alright. Okay, so I want to use the line break to separate these two pictures. So BR, I want another BR, and I want another. Okay, so I just give a horizontal line. Alright, so I save that. So let's get back to the web page. Let's get back to the web page. Alright, so you have been able to separate these two images from the other ones. So now this is the web page. You see. So let's get back. Here. I want to add some of the text so that we can have a lot of these ones. So I want to paste, and I want to paste, and I save that. Okay, and I refresh it. Okay, so now if you check, you see. So I want to increase the font size of the text. So use the style tag. And preserve, and to use the preserve on the curly bracket. Where is it? Sometimes this keyboard could be confusing a lot. Alright, so the preserve this. So I want to give every preserve a background color of red. So that is what it means. It will give every preserve, and then the color of the text should be white. And then we'll go, come and refresh. Alright, so that is how it will look like. Then you come here, maybe you want to increase the font size because the font seems to be too small. So you just come here, this is fonts, talk about font size. At least I want to give it 20 pixels. Save it. And then you come, and then what? You refresh. So it has been. So now this is the web page you have. Okay, now you realize that you have these ones. You have the text display, but you don't have the images. So you want to create a link to the extent that when you click on the link, you will have what the image also what display. So this is how it is done. So now you want to talk about the image. So You want that if you click on the link, you should have the image display. So let's say we want to have h1 here. You are like show image. You are like show image, and then you want to give it an ID. So an ID is a selector. So the ID is image. So now you see where you have put this. It means that we are going to create a link somewhere, but it means that when we click on the link using this ID, it should show us this content. It should show us the content here on the web page. So now we have the image here as an ID. So now let's get somewhere. Let's say we are going up there. Let's say we want to create the link here. So we want to have an A tag, which is used for creating of link. No, not this one. An A tag, this one, which is to create the link, the href. So we are going to use the hash key. The hash key is used for ID selectors. So hash image. The image was an ID. Now we are going to write what the link should be. So the link is show images. So we save this and come to the page and refresh. So the link is here. Show images. The link is here. So what it means is that if I click on this link, the image will show. You see, it brought me to this page because this page was not showing, but because I click here, it has been able to flip the web page to where I want to see. That is how we create what? Internal links. That is how we create internal links. So I can also come here. And then let's say I want to write some kind of, let's say, equations. So I want to say a sub 4 is equal to f is equal to f sub 9. So let's close this. Let's save it. That is what I mean by close it. Save it, then you refresh. So you also have a mass equation added down there. This is the mass equation here. You see, that's the mass equation there. And I think, let me see, that's the mass equation there. And let me add a line break to that so that we can have it clear. So let me save it again and refresh it. I want the equation to be proper. So now this is how you get the equation. This is how the equation is. But as you can see, let me magnify it well. So now this is how the equation is. But realize that you can't see the equation when you refresh the page. The equation is down. So we want to create a link so that when you refresh, you can easily get the equation to be shown. So that is what we are coming to do. So now we are like, come here. We want to say that we are here. So this time around, we want to put the link here. You can just put the link anywhere. Anywhere you put the link is allowed. So this time around, I want to put the link here, and you are using the A tag. You are using the A tag. And you are like, okay, so we have not done any ID, so we just want to say equation, and then you are like, show equation. So that will be the link. But now we haven't created the ID. So you go to where the equation is. And create the ID. So this is where the equation is. So I want to create the ID here. I could just use the p tag to create the ID. So I use the p tag, and then we are using the preserve tag. Me, I don't want the preserve, I want the p tag. So I want to give it an ID, say equation. I want to give it an ID, say equation, and then I'm like my equation. Okay, so if I save and go and then refresh it, I'll see another link around this place, around here. So I refresh. Okay, so you see show equation. So if I click, it will show the equation. You see, it's supposed to show the equation, perhaps there's something wrong. So let's get back to the code. It's supposed to show the equation. Look, it has shown the picture, but this one doesn't show me the equation. So let me get back. Perhaps there's something wrong with the code. Maybe the ID equation ID is not the same thing as what I put there. So this is the ID. Let me just copy the ID and go and make sure that it's the same thing I wrote over there. I think it's the same thing. So what's up? Okay, it's the same thing, but we didn't put the ID this thing. Supposed to use this one, the hash selector. That is why it didn't work. So I'll refresh again and click on it. It's supposed to show the equation, yet the equation is not showing, and that is not correct. Let's check what is the issue. Supposed to show the equation. It should have equation. Supposed to show the equation, but it is not showing. Supposed to show the equation for us to go. So save, refresh. That is not right. Okay, so it's supposed to show as this equation. So I'm still looking for the code. Okay, this is it. Because of the white spaces, so you just have to go then you save it, go to your browser and refresh and go up there, and then you click on the show equation, and it has brought you here to the equation. So this is how you create links within a page, so that it can travel from a section to section, a point to point. So with the links, you'll be able to do that. Alright, I've always told you, don't forget to smash the bell icon, subscribe to the channel, so that anytime I upload a new video, you will get the notification. Alright, see you soon.